our homemade, looking pretty good. Big pot of it. Okay, we decided we're gonna go get some Wendy's chili and do a little taste comparison. We'll see how long it takes. Oh, isn't it lovely weather? We could be eating chili in the house, out of the freezer. Okay, back home from Wendy's. We got our chilies. Okay, here's our Wendy's chili. Well, there's a vegetable or two here and there. And this is what it costs for 2 small chilies. Now let's see how to make our own and also meal prep. We need ground beef, beans, tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, chili powder, cumin, salt and pepper, jalapenos, which I happen to have some frozen, cut up, green pepper, onion, celery. And this looks like a lot of ground beef, but in my area, this was the best price per pound that I found. And there's a good use for this. We're gonna make 2 pounds in our chili. We're gonna do 2 pounds of taco meat that'll be in the freezer ready to go. And we're also gonna do some plain ready to go cooked ground beef. We can keep the rest if we wanna make meatloaves or cheeseburgers or something like that. Okay, since I had such a huge amount of ground beef, I'm gonna zero out my scale after I put my bowl and measure it out in 2 pounds. And you can eyeball it too. Just keep dividing down from the whole. Okay, start cooking your burger first, and then while that's cooking up, you can go chop your vegetables and come over to the stove and break it up some more. Okay, we're doing a time check-in. 10 minutes. Ground beef is on, and we're about a quarter of the way through with our veggies, a third of the way. And we have our ground beef for our chili and tacos. And then while I open cans and get the rest of the chili going, I will cook up the other 2 pounds of ground beef that will be plain. And then to easily drain this amount of meat, you can pour it in a colander in a bowl and then dispose of it how you need to. Or you can use the paper toweling and soak up the grease and just get rid of your paper towel, however you like to do it. Probably a good idea to leave a little bit of the fat in for flavor, but if you have to remove it all, like for health reasons or something like that, and you use the colander method, you could always take the colander to the sink and run hot water over it to get all of the grease out of it and drain it well. Okay, into our 2 pounds of taco meat with our 2 packets of seasoning. We're putting a cup. It would be a cup and a third, but this is going in the freezer. Might make it a little icy sometimes when it comes out, so you don't need as much water. And also, this is 2 pounds. You can package it up according to your family size and just do half pounds and add beans or however you like your tacos. And our taco meat's over here cooling on the counter. We have our chili with everything in it here. Our other ground beef is cooking. Okay, here are 3 packs of what's left of the ground beef. Okay, timer is telling us that we're at about 50 minutes. And remember, we have our taco meat for 2+ meals, our chili simmering, our ground beef is done. Just needs to cool and we need to package it up. So all in all, we have about 8 family meals here base of the family meals done in under an hour. And you could stretch these much farther with beans in your taco meat. You could use your extra time to make fancy side dishes or just heat up some taco shells for this. You can serve your chili as is with some crackers, or you could do a cornbread over rice. You could make pasta sauce, meat, spaghetti sauce with your plain ground beef, or you could make hamburger barbecue, sloppy joes, or hamburger gravy over mashed potatoes or noodles. And here's our chili that's been simmering for a while. Another tip, when you do all this meal prep, of course, have one of the things for supper that night. So here is the homemade Wendy's Knockoff chili. And I like mine with the rich round crackers and some butter. One of the perks of eating at home. Get to pick the crackers you like, how you like it. Ready to pack up the taco meat? Be all ready to go. And we have our plain ground beef here. I'm just getting in its packs and ready for the freezer. And this is just one serving, and Pappy has his serving, and then there's a whole pot left to put in the freezer for leftovers. And I'm glad it's there because we liked ours better. Speaking of freezers, make sure to subscribe. I'll be doing a freezer and pantry tour and showing you how to shop in a way that you'll mostly only have to pay sale prices to feed your family.